Sad and painful scenes are once again unfolding in Harare in Hopley. About 100 households are facing displacement as their houses have already been marked for demolitions. Remember, Hopley was a place that was born out of displacement, and now 20 years later, they are facing displacement again. In today's video, as I'll be taking you to Hopley, let's go at the very beginning, how this all started.
Hopley settlement traces its roots back to 2005 during the government operation known as Operation Murambatsvina or Operation Restore Order. During this operation, thousands of families across Zimbabwe, especially in Harare, they had their homes and livelihoods destroyed. People were left homeless overnight. That is, the vendors, the backyard tenants, maroja, informal traders, and the low-income families. With nowhere else to go, many of these displaced families were moved to holding camps and relocation areas, one of them being Hopley Farm on the outskirts of Harare. At that time, Hopley was presented as a solution, a place of safety where families would rebuild their lives. But the reality was very different. The life itself in Hopley. Hopley lacks basic services. There is no proper water, no electricity, no schools, and no clinics. Families lived in makeshift shelters, hoping the situation was going to be temporary. But over time, more people were coming into Hopley. Housing cooperatives and land developers, they became involved. Stands were allocated, sold, and in some cases, allocated more than once, the double allocations. So many people, they ended up even buying stands in Hopley. They believed that their hard-earned money was going to secure a future for their children. They were now building proper houses, brick houses, and for others, this took a lot of years, despite the hardships they were facing. But beneath it all, the land ownership, it remained unclear. Now to the current evictions. What is happening today? Once again, families in Hopley are facing displacement. Homes have already been marked for demolitions. Parents are unsure where they are going to sleep with their children. Children are watching as their future crumble before their eyes. For many residents, this feels like Murambatsvina all over again. Only this time, it is happening to people who thought they were now finally settled. People who thought that buying in this area is going to secure their future. The evictions are linked to some long-standing land disputes, double allocations, court orders, and claims by developers. Yet the people who are paying the highest price are the very marginalized ordinary Zimbabweans, the poor, the vulnerable, and the forgotten. The community itself is pained, and they are asking a lot of questions. Where are we now supposed to go? Why were we allowed to settle here in the first place? Why is it's always the marginalized who always suffer? The poor, the vulnerable, and the forgotten. For families who survived Murambatsvina, this moment reopens the old wounds that never fully healed. Hopley is more than just a settlement. It is a place born out of displacement. 20 years later, facing displacement once again. As the demolitions loom, people are watching. The voices of the affected families are all that is echoing in people's minds. This is not just a Hopley story. It's the story for many Zimbabweans out there who are afraid to invest their hard-earned money when securing land.